everyone, it's Susie Lee with 66 Degrees. Just wanted to give you guys an update on Calendar. I know this is one of my favorite products, so I'm always on top of this one. But let's recap some of the older features. So one of my favorites is the appointment scheduler. Let's make a quick appointment. So go to appointment schedule from your calendar. Let's give it a name. So we'll call this 30-minute meeting. And then we're gonna, it looks like they have quick meetings as well. I'm gonna put the full 30 minutes. Do I want this to repeat? Yes, I want it available. I don't like early morning Monday meetings, so I'm gonna start at 10. And then Friday, I like to usually end meetings at about 1. That gives me time to wrap up my entire week and prep for next week so I can have a really nice weekend. Scheduling window. I think this is important for the minimum time before the appointment starts, because you don't want someone to book an appointment like 5 minutes before the time. I usually have at least 1 hour. It's really up to you and how you work your day. Adjusted availability, you could do that if you want, but I'm going to leave this as default. Book appointment. So you can give yourself buffer times. When I do my roadmaps, when I first did this, I made the mistake of not putting buffer times. So I had 4 roadmaps back to back, which is 4 hours of talking nonstop. I like to give myself at least 15 minutes in between my meetings, so that way I can, wrap up anything, have a bio break or whatever it is. It just kind of helps me from having too many back-to-back meetings. And then maximum bookings per day. I recommend this for longer length meetings. Again, you don't want back-to-back hour after hour after hour. Been there, done that. I've learned my mistake. And usually for anything that's an hour, I don't allow for more than 3 per day. People probably have less, but I have a tendency to have a lot of meetings throughout the day. Guests can invite other guests. This is a huge one. It was kind of a pain without that, and you had to manually add. Calendars. So who else is going to look at my calendar availability? But if I want to add someone, so let's say I want to add Anthony, I can actually add Anthony's calendar as well. So this meeting will actually book for both of us. So you have to have the person already added to your calendar for visibility. And then one of my favorite things, as you guys see, my calendar is always colorful, but you can also add colors to help define what you're doing. It looks like I have a bunch for Anthony for my demos, but I'll do 30-minute with. And then I'll just put 30 minutes, keep it a little bit different. We'll use a salmon color. So I'm going to save this and then make sure that whenever it's used, it's going to be this color. And because every type of meeting has a color for me, but there's other people, I'm going to also add Anthony as my co-host. So that way, if we're sharing slides or doing anything like that, he's going to already have access to it. And then I don't have to manually do things. This makes it a lot easier. Let's click next. Booking page, I'm just going to use default. And then I always want my meetings in Google Meet. If you guys use a different solution, you can add that here. Description, and I could put whatever it is, 30-minute meeting. But if this is like a demo one or a specific product, you can put that in here as well, because some clients always have to have a description or agenda in the description. So this is really nice to make that automated. And then booking form, you can have things required by default, first name, last name, email. You can add things. Maybe you want to put maybe a backup phone number or subject or agenda. So maybe you have no idea what it is. You can make this required if you want. You don't have to make it, but I'm going to add this as well. And then this is interesting. You can actually partner with Stripe and charge for your meetings. So maybe one day I'll be able to charge folks for the meetings that I do, but in this case, there is none. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. Oh, and then booking reminders is going to automatically do calendar, and then you could also do an email reminder as well and add additional ones. I'm going to leave the default. So let's save this. And now this has created my booking page with Anthony. So we can preview this and you get these meetings. These are the availability for both of us. Our demo domain is the complete opposite of our production. And then you can copy this link if you want. And anytime you need it, it's this pink or salmon color. This is why I like to color code it. It's much easier. But a new feature recently came out. It is your booking page on the left-hand panel. So you've got one 30-minute meeting here. This can also preview what that looks like. And I can also just copy and paste from here. And then here is that new one I created with Anthony. You can copy it here. So here's the cool part that I want to show you that is available in Gmail. So let's go ahead and compose an email. This is so cool. I'm a huge fan of this because I send out my meeting leads so much. So I'm going to send this to Kevin, demo with Anthony. And then I'm going to add some availability. So I have a few options to do this. So, hey, Kevin. There we go. So if you go down here, set up time to meet, you have a few options. So the first thing, this is the new part. You're going to see that 30-minute meeting and 30 minutes with Susie. So I can put either of those. I don't have to even copy and paste anymore. I can actually just click on one of these and it'll add the meeting right there. This is so cool. And then you can also go in, and I should create another video on this, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys again. Propose times you're free. So maybe I don't want them to give my full calendar access, but instead I want to give them specific days. So maybe I want to meet with them within a week or a couple days. So I can come in here. It's going to give my full calendar. So it's going to be a 30-minute meeting. Unfortunately, this is only for myself. So if this was with Anthony and myself, this wouldn't work, but this is going to be more individual. I would probably use the joint link instead, but this is a really cool option. So this is going to put 30 minutes, and those are the times that I picked. And then I'm going to push next, and let's call this demo. And everything looks good. My Google Meets here, and I can add a description, demo for workspace, and then I'm going to add this to my email. So here are a couple options. We've got the 30-minute meeting. We also have the limited time that I put in as options. And then the third option is actually to create an event. This is pretty cool. So it's got the two of us here, and then I push save and send and invite all guests. So it's going to give that time of 3 p.m. to 4, and we can send this over to Kevin. And those are the newest features that we have for calendar. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and happy to jump on a call with you.